As far as Floyd Mayweather goes, Hall of Fame boxer, very successful promoter. He's now putting his stamp on 17-year-old Curmel Moton. I think Curmel got like 17 or 18 national championships. He's saying that he wants Curmel Moton to make his debut against 130-pound champ. Was it Leigh Wood? Or was it 126 or 130? I can't remember.
26, I think.
26. Yeah, Leigh Wood. What's your thoughts on that, Jay?
I mean, if he knows something about that kid, I understand. But if you turn pro against a champion and win, what's next? He can't go back down. He can't start fighting the guys he should be fighting, which are the journeymen. He can't go back to fighting those kind of guys. If you go in your debut and be the champion, you got to continue fighting top 5 guys. Curmel Moton is a kid, and it's a different game in there. The pros, very different. I think it'll be trouble for him. What's going on? I think it'll be trouble for him if he go in there messing with a world champion, a grown man, get hit upside his head, might not know how to react to it. I mean, they grooming the kid pretty well, but you talking about turning pro against a world champ, I think that's a little bit too much for him.
The closest thing we've ever seen to that is Vasily Lomachenko, who I think was 25 at the time. Yeah. He fought for a world title in his second fight and he lost to Orlando Salido. Could you run the risk of possibly ruining a very, very young and talented fighter early? I think he's doing it for publicity, obviously. Yeah. But if it were to happen, could this ruin a young fighter?
It could ruin him because he could go in there and hurt his pride and everything else. He can get physically hurt, mentally hurt, and then like I said, let's say he go in there and win. Who you gonna fight next? It's some bad motherfuckers at 26 that ain't get a shot yet. Are you willing to put him in there with those guys? You can't turn pro on that level and then go down. It's not gonna look right. The fans gonna boo it every time. They're gonna be like, that's some bullshit. You know what I mean? So I think it's a publicity stunt too, because he a child, man, at the end of the day. So, and Floyd, he funny because when Floyd was champ, he wouldn't let no young boy play with him like that. Turn pro and fight. Floyd wouldn't even think about doing no shit like that. So to try to do that with that young boy, what he's doing is the same thing he did when he said Earl Spence gave him some great work. He put a stamp on him. So he trying to stamp Curmel Moton by saying, I could put him in there with Leigh Wood right now, he'll beat him. That's all it is. Publicity stunt. Publicity hype. You know what I mean? Just trying to get all eyes on the young boy so that they can draw attention to him. His name will be, you know, getting put in the search engine. Yeah. And everybody will be looking for him. You know what I mean? But he a child. He not ready.
I've definitely been watching I've been watching him for a while. He nasty.
The last national he was in, Shakur little cousin beat him. So it's not like he's ripping through the amateurs and he beating the shit out people and he destroying everything. No, he not crazy like that. Young boy can fight and young boy tough.
Nasty.
No. But see, here's the thing. Here go the shit with the untrained eye. Not saying your eye, but young boy, they've been showing a lot of sparring sessions. Them sparring partners be looking like MMA fighters. You know what I mean? They don't be looking like seasoned boxers. We be punching on MMA fighters and shit. You know what I mean? And I ain't mad at young boy. He doing his thing. But don't get crazy. Don't get crazy. You know what I mean? Don't get him hurt. And then you got to look at his mom and dad and be like, I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Don't fuck him over. Just go ahead and put him in a good 6-rounder with somebody. Let him go out there and express himself. But trying to put him on there with Leigh Wood or, you know what I mean, any other guy on that level is dangerous.
Yeah, I want to see him have the he's 17. Give him the 4 or 5 4-rounders. Give him the 6 round. Like let him mature.
Yeah, let him mature, because if you beat Leigh Wood, then who you gonna fight next? Raymond Ford? That's a lot. That's a lot. I mean,
shit, Gary Russell's floating around there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Come on, bro.
Fucking Cool Boys at 26.
That's what I'm saying.
And know he's about to come to 26.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Don't do that to boy, bro. He a child. Let him be a child.